All right, guys, so I am back and I am going to be making my green journal for March. I know I'm a little late. We are on day 8 of March, but life. So I couldn't decide which one. I made a poll. Everyone here on YouTube said they liked the dark green one, which is this one, and everybody on TikTok liked the light green one. So what I'm going to do is both of them. So I was going to start with the light green one, but then I remembered you guys wanted dark green, so I'm going to switch it up, and I'm going to do the dark green one for you guys first. So I did pick out my signature pages already because I didn't want to sit here folding and doing all that with you guys because that's boring. So I went ahead and I picked out my signatures and whatnot. And this is just an old book I got from, I don't remember, probably, I don't know where I got it from, either a thrift store or the free book little thingy. I'm not really sure. So whatever it was, that's where I got that from. And what I'm going to be doing, so then this one's going to be a 3 signature journal. And if you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I am Melissa and I do a little bit of everything. So right now we're working on junk journals and I love it. I've been journaling for a very, very long time, since I was younger, but back then I never knew it was junk journaling. I just thought it was journaling. So I did a lot of sticker books and all that type of stuff. So I've been doing this a long time. I'm just going to show you some of the pages that I'm going to be using in my signatures just because they're pretty cool. I got a lot of vintage paper. This is actually a cover to like a little booklet. This one's from 1990, so it's not very vintage, but I just thought it was kind of cool. It was green and it was a good size for this journal. These are just like, well, it's from the 90s, so it's an annual review and analysis. I coffee dyed this one. I love the way coffee dyed paper feels. And I don't know, I got this in like a packet of paper. It's like, it feels like tissue paper, like gift tissue paper, but it's not. It's a little bit thicker and I don't know, it has like string and or something in it. Then I had gotten this like atlas book from, I don't know what year this is, but it's pretty old. Then some draft papers. These are coffee dyed as well. I just thought these were kind of cool. There's an envelope there, some ledger papers. I like using ledger paper. Some old music paper. This is old printer paper. I don't know if you guys remember the types of printer that used to use this paper. Just some plain green paper. This is from a weather book, pretty vintage weather book. I have it around here somewhere. If I can locate it quickly, I'll show it to you. And this is the back page of that pamphlet. Then this is paper that I got from Michael's. They had it on clearance. It's a really thick paper pack. And let me see, it's right here actually. Excuse me. So it's this paper pack and it comes with 50 sheets. They're pretty thick. It's almost like cardstock. Really cool papers. Those are the different designs that they have in it. And I think you get 10 of each one. And they're 9 by 12. I love them. And it had the green, so I grabbed that. And they were on clearance or on sale at Michael's for like $3. And I had a $5 like point thingy, and that's how I bought it. And this is the book where this little page came from. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh, here, this one. I just liked it because it had a lot of green. So this is where I use it. I got this from a thrift store, and this is from another 1990 book. So not very vintage, but, well, apparently that is vintage, but we're not going to discuss that. So yeah, that's where I got that from. So then got that one, just some regular printer paper. This is like some stationery. This is some happy planner paper. Just trying to go through it real quick. I don't know where I got this, probably a thrift store. This was from think I don't know what this page. I coffee dyed this one, but this is a pretty old book as well. It has like prayers and poems in it, so I use that. This is just some letterhead paper. This is like I think a coin book or something like that. Kids writing paper. So yeah, so I just used, some papers that I had in my stash. I'm trying to use some stuff up, and I happened to find a bunch of like green papers. So this is from some book. So, oh, it's a cookbook, I think, that had a bunch of recipes in it. And then another Happy Planner paper that I coffee dyed. Just some printer paper, parchment paper, not parchment paper. Yeah, parchment paper. Book from a comic book. This is another one of those ones from that poem book. This is actually from a typing book, like when you were in school doing typing class. That's from that. This is a recipe book. And I don't know, just a plain paper. So yeah, so those are my 3 signatures. Just wanted to go through those pretty quickly. I think I already like cut everything down to fit in here. I may have to do a little bit of trim. No, I think everything is good to fit in there. So I'll adjust those as needed. But yeah, so those are my signatures. I'll put these right there for now. And then, so then I did do my template for my signatures. Did these in advance. If you don't know how to do these, you just get a piece of scrap paper. It doesn't matter what it is. And you just pretend that this is the length of the book. So you cut it down to fit inside your seam here. And then make it the right size. Then what you're gonna do, oops, sorry, I'm sitting right in front of my window, so you're gonna hear noise. What you're gonna do is you're gonna fold it in half, right? And then you unfold it, and you're gonna take one end and fold it right into the middle. I usually literally fold it and then do that. Do the same thing to the other side. Just make sure that it's even. So now you have this piece, right? So you can, if you want to, use these as your points, but that's going to be a little bit too far down. So what you do is you take your end and you fold it to that first fold on both ends there. So now you have that mark. And then you do the same thing on this side, fold it. All right, oops. And let's just say that you're gonna do one signature. So what you do, well, let's do 2. So you're gonna fold it in half. This is probably gonna give you more like 3, but that's okay. So you're just gonna fold it to however many signatures you want. You're gonna have to figure out like where your fold is gonna go. But let's just say you're gonna do 1, right? So you fold it down the middle, and then where these 2 folds meet is where your first dot is gonna go. So you're gonna mark that one, then you're gonna mark the middle one, and then you're gonna mark this one, right where they meet. So then they're equal. So what you're going to do is when you're doing your signature, let's say this is your signature, you fold it in half, you're going to, and mark down which side is the top. It's very important. So you just put a T or whatever you want to put there. Then you fold your signature in half, and then you put your template in there, and you can just mark it off. And that's how you get your little guide or your template for that. That was just a rough, quick one. If you want me to do it slower, please let me know, and I have no problem doing that. So I'm going to use this as, oh no, my template fell. Okay. Ugh. All right. I was hoping that it would be long enough that way, but it's not. So I'm just going to have to cut it this way. And let's see. Excuse me. So I'm just going to mark it right there. And then we're going to mark it right there. Alrighty. And use that to cover that outside because I don't like those showing personally. I don't like the words to be on there unless there's something clever, but for the most part, I like them gone. Covered up. So, cut that. Put you down there. Where's my market? Oh no. There it is. Try not to make it too dark and then I can't even see it. So I hope everyone is doing well. I've had some issues here at home, but working through them. I feel like every time something is going well, then something else happens, and just seems to be the the method around here. But just trying to keep my faith and keep praying. So I'm asking, you guys to pray for me as well. If you're a believer, please pray for my family, for myself. Just, yeah. I think if I cut this in half, it'll be, yeah. So I'm just gonna cut this in half this way. It should be good. And then we'll use the other part to cover the inside, and I'll put something in the middle too. Yeah. Where's my line at? But yeah, I've missed you guys. I think I'm like on here, off here, on here, off here. I'm trying to post to TikTok a little bit more often as well. But now I heard that they're like trying to ban TikTok. So I don't know. But definitely check me out over there. I do a lot more like quick videos over there. Just it's a lot easier than posting a short for me. So, just check me out over there. Got a few videos over there that I may not have shared here. So if you have a TikTok, check me out over there because like I said, I tend to post there because it's just a little bit quicker than coming on here trying to post. And they upload much faster. Like uploading here takes forever. So yeah, so just check me out. I think I have my link in my community tab somewhere. If not, it's in my description. I try to make sure I put it in my description box all the time. So be sure to check that out. All right, so I think I'm done with that. And let's see if these are the right size. Let's see. Is that good? So I'm going to do these now, and then I'm just going to kind of let the glue dry because I'm going to use this Dollar Tree Puzzle Saver glue, and it takes a while to dry. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to, I don't know what I'm going to do. We'll see. We'll see what I decide to do. But yeah, this is going to go here, and then I'm going to find something to cover this middle part up. I just haven't. Oh, no, that's going on the outside. Don't know. I don't know. This doesn't really match. No, that doesn't match. Or maybe I can use this in here and I'll put this out here. Doesn't match that either. Just kidding. We're not going to do that. I'll find something. We'll figure something out here. Maybe I'll just take another piece of this. That's probably what I'll do, is just get another piece of this and cover that in here. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. I wish I had a paintbrush. You know what? I do. Okay, I went and got my paintbrush because this has a little spatula in it, but it's kind of difficult. It's harder to like use this. So I'm gonna clean this off here. Stand you up there. All right. So yeah, we're gonna do this. And this glue works really well, but it is a very wet glue, so it does take a while to dry. So if you want something quicker, and I'm using this because it's more readily available at the moment. I'm still having trouble finding my I like Fabri-Fix. I know Fabri-Tac and that like 3-in-1, they're all very, very similar. I don't know, I've been using Fabri-Fix and it works so much. To me, it works the best. And I have had trouble finding it. I found one small bottle at Joann, I think it was. When I went not too long ago, they had one bottle and I bought it. And it was like $6 for the small bottle, which used to cost like $4. Excuse me, I think it was $4. But yeah, that was the only one that I've been able to find. And so, but this stuff right here, like I said, it does work really well. Um, it takes forever to dry. So just keep that in mind. And once you kind of put it down, that's it. There's not a whole lot of moving it. It's like it's there. So you have to commit. Once you're there, you're there. That's it. So there's that. So I'm going to put that one there. Use my little brayer. Sorry if I'm shaking you there. But yeah, so I've been wanting, I couldn't decide. Like I said, I couldn't decide which one I wanted to do. And like I said, I got mixed responses because I put the same poll on TikTok and here. And TikTok wanted the light green, like I said. And it was pretty unanimous over here that everybody wanted the dark green. So then I was like, you know what? I'll just do them both because I like them both anyway. Whoa, did it drip? No. I was going to do both of them anyway, but I wasn't going to do them both at the same time, which I may or may not do both of them at the same time here because that's going to be a pretty long video because I'm already at 17 minutes. So I might make the other one on a different video. I'm not sure yet. We'll see how long this one takes because I still have to put the signatures in. Oops. I still have to put my signatures in and add whatever I'm going to add to it. So we'll see. We shall see. But yeah, I've also been posting. I have a bunch of stuff, or not a bunch, but quite a few journals posted in my Etsy shop. So if that's anything, this one will also be, these two will also be available in my Etsy shop very, very soon once they're done. And I've put all the little details and everything in them. I don't decorate the whole thing on camera just because I think that would be a very long video because it takes me forever. I have to choose everything and I get indecisive and it takes me forever. But yeah, what I will be doing though is I think I'm going to be starting my my cooking journal or recipe journal, or I don't know what to call it. I think a recipe cooking kitchen journal. I don't know. Well, I have to come up with a name for it, but I have been collecting lots of stuff for it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to be working on that one while I'm still working on other ones. That's just going to be like my ongoing project because, excuse me, that one I want to fill up and just put all kinds of stuff in it, decorate it, do all the things to it, make lots of ephemera and pockets and you name it. And I do want to take you along with that one. So I'll be doing that one. Like I said, that's going to be like an ongoing one that I'll be working on. And I have to decide which one of the like recipe books that I found at the thrift store I'm going to use for that one to begin with. Excuse me. I haven't been able to get rid of this cough. I don't know why. They gave me 2 doses of antibiotics and still it's like, it's got a vice grip on me. It's kind of annoying. All right, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take my little template. Like I said, I did this in advance so that you didn't have to go through the painful process with me. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put all my holes in the cover because I'm going to, I want to put a couple extra things in here. So I got to do that first. So I'm just going to go use my little template, put all my holes in there. I have to be conscious of the time because I got to get my son to school. So we're doing that. Trying not to spill this water. Is that good enough? Let's see. Yeah, it went through. Okay. That one just kind of, oops, that was a little wonky there. Put you down a little bit here. There we go. I don't know, how did it move? I think it moved. Okay. That one. All right, so all my holes are in. And then what I want to do is add one of these so I can add like little dangles and stuff. Don't know what, oh, sorry, you can't even see it. I think it's this color. This one. Let's see. Let's see. I think this is the one I want to use. Is this the one that matches this? Yeah, so I think I'm going to put one of these book plates on there. So I'm going to use this one. So I have to decide where it's going to go. So see, there's the holes, the signatures. So if I put it right above, yeah, that should be good, right? There we go. All right, so open you up there. I got these on Amazon. I'll link my Amazon storefront in the description box. I usually have it in there pretty much permanently, so definitely check that out. I got a lot of cool stuff that I've found in there. There's a lot of stuff in there that I have purchased and I want to share with you guys. So definitely check out that storefront. Make sure it fits through there. It's in the right place. You can't even see me. I'm sorry, guys. I gotta remember that I'm recording. Come on. Come on. Go this way. Oh, goodness. It's there. It's there. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. So it does fit. Now, to glue this one. Here, I'm going to keep the cover. Let me get a piece of this. So I can get glue on here. I don't want to get glue on my mat. So we're going to use this. And glue it on the paper. That way I don't get it all over the seam of the book there. Or all on the cover. But yeah, I'll have all my stuff linked in the description box. Just check it all out. Check it all out. Again, I'm trying to be more consistent. Praying that, you know, things just kind of slow down for me, or like, it's not that there's, I don't even know how to explain it. I really don't even know how to explain it, but I just feel like there's never enough time, and then, you know, there's always something that needs my attention. So every time I'm about to like film a video or you know, I say, oh man, I got to get this done. You know, something happens or somebody needs me for something, and so yeah, there's that. All right, so we're gonna put you here. Can you see? Try not to spill anything. Anybody who knows me knows I'm clumsy, so I have to be careful. All right, so we're gonna try and get this as centered as possible here. There we go. It's probably about as good as it's gonna get, with me at least. All right. Oh, see, this is what I was trying to avoid. And again, this glue kind of takes a while to dry, so I was, I don't know, we'll see. And I'm gonna have to cut. Let's see if you can see. I'll have to trim, you know, the bottom part, and that's not a big deal. I was expecting that I would probably have to do that, so my measurements were off a little bit. It's okay. And I'll glue as necessary. You can always, you know, add more glue as you need it. And this paper is kind of thick, so kind of good that the glue is very wet, because it kind of helps to shape it, let it go in there. Excuse me. Hopefully this won't stain that. If it does, I'll cover it up with something. No big deal. Okay. Okay. So doing this, doing this. Sometimes I forget I'm recording and forget to talk, so sorry about sorry about that. Okay, so got that, and then I just kind of like to keep the shape of the book. I know some people, you know, some journalers will cut it. So if it's in bad shape, obviously I'll cut it and I'll retape it or whatever, but for the most part I kind of just keep the integrity of the book, keep the structure of the book. This is not even it's okay, it's all right, it's not a big deal, it's not a big deal. I'll have to cover that somehow. It's okay. Okay, so again, it's going to take a while to dry, so just leave that there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that. It's okay. It's not a big deal, guys. Not a big deal at all. Oops, it's coming off though. So it moved. That's a big deal. Okay. All right. I started folding it too soon. That's where you see. So don't fold it. I get a little anxious and want to hurry up, and don't do that. Just wait, let it dry. So we're gonna let that dry a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry because I don't want to mess it up. Okay, it's looking good. Looking good, looking good. And I gotta figure out what I want to put in here. I think I'm just gonna cut excuse me, another piece of this, maybe. Put it on the inside here. Just a strip, just to cover that up. What you think? Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Then it'll kind of bring the cover in as well. You know what I mean? Jelly bean. Okay, so we're gonna, as this dries, we'll work on something else because I become impatient and mess things up. So I'm just gonna, where'd my marks go? You see it? I lost it. Oh, there it is. I see it. I see it. that way, and where's my mark? Where's my mark? There you are. There we are. Cut it just a tad bit shorter so it fits. There we go. And then we have some cute scraps for stuff, for other stuff. This one I can't put in yet because, well, I guess I could technically. Okay, so I have to do this. To do this. So then the template, you know, will help you make sure you have all the holes and stuff in the right place. It seems really close together, doesn't it? Maybe not. All right, guys, so we're gonna do that, but first I'm gonna have to put this in here. Oh, how about we make the hole? Because we're gonna cover that, so we want to get this in there now. These are things that I always forget when I'm like doing, when I want to put stuff like this, I forget, and then I'm like, sometimes you can correct it and sometimes not so much. So just want to, you know, if you know you want to put some type of embellishment like this, just kind of remember so that you can get it in there before you cover it up. I've done it so many times where I'm like, oh yeah, I want to put an embellishment in there. I want to do this. I want to do that. And then, oh crap. Is it going to be too long? Oh man. It'll be all right. See, it's a little bit above the thing there. Let me see. I have pliers somewhere that could cut that off, but I don't know where they're at. Maybe I can use this. There we go. Ha ha ha. Love these scissors, these multi-purpose shears. They're awesome. All right, so then I put it and I didn't see which one was the top and which was the bottom. Oh my goodness, Melissa. Okay. Is this the right one? Okay. All right, guys. I'm sorry. What am I doing? Just want to make sure I'm not covering this and then I'm forgetting something, you know? All right, so, oh no, don't fall. There's carpet down there. Okay, there we go. So I'm just going to go ahead, put some glue on here. Yeah, so again, if you want it to dry faster, use whatever glue you normally use. I mean, that's obviously up to you, but and I probably, for the purpose of the video, should have used Mod Podge or Fabrifix, Fabri-Tac, one of those. But here we are, right? Here we are. So I'm going to line it up this way just to make sure that I'm getting it in there right. Is this the top? Okay. There's that one. There's that one. Make sure this one lines up too. Oh, right, there you are. Okay. All right. All right, so they all line up. And there we go. Might have to do a little something up here to cover that up. But for right now, that's perfect. Perfecto. To me. Works for me, you know? I'm going to do this. Make sure my holes are all lined up there. Yep, yep. Yep, yep. 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 Okay. There we go. All right. So everything's lined up. We're going to let this dry. All right, so I'm going to let this dry, and then I'll be back. All right, so everything is pretty much dry. There's still a couple spots that are a little bit wet, but for the most part, it is dry. I'm going to move this out of the way so I don't accidentally knock it over. All right. So yeah, it's pretty much dry. Got everything, you know, where it needs to be. What I didn't do was it's all twisted, but what I didn't do was I wanted to put one of these book plates on here, and I wanted to do it before I put the paper down, but it's okay. It's not a big deal. I can just put something here to cover it up, like a pocket or something. So not a big deal. I can do that later. So I'll wait for that. But yeah, if you want to do stuff like this and you don't want the pieces to show and you don't want to like put anything else on here, make sure you do it beforehand so that the little tabs from the brads aren't showing through. So there's that. Or if you want to, you can just glue these pieces on there, but it's not going to look as good. So yeah, so there's that. So now what we're going to do is we are going to work on, what are we going to work on? Oh, the signature. So I'm going to kind of put this to the side here, and we're going to work on putting the holes in our signature. So what we got to do is we have to make sure that we line the papers up so that they are in there the right way. I want to make sure that everything is getting, you know, held together and what have you. And I have to decide what thread. I think I'm going to use the black. Yeah, I think I might use the black, because I don't know that I'm going to have enough of this. I don't know if I'm going to have enough of the green, and this is the only one that I have. That one, excuse me. Or maybe I'll use, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to use. But anyway, we're going to fix this up to make sure that everything will be held on here. Do I want this? I think I want this down here. So everything is like within the right space and everything gets caught by the thread. This is the last page. Okay, so fix it up a little bit. Then we're going to get our clips. We are going to, these might not work. I have to use these other ones. So yeah, so I don't know if these are going to be long enough. All right. Hope that'll hold it together long or good enough. So I'll show you how I do this one. I'm not going to do all of them on camera, and I'll just, you know, come back and I have to decide which ones are going where. So I think I want this to be my first one. Yeah, so this will be this one. So then you just make sure you're using the right one. My son made me a, he 3D printed me a little like holder to use. And it's downstairs and I just don't feel like going down there right now. So I'm just going to do this. You kind of want to do it, I guess sideways is the best way to describe it, but not really. Just want to make sure you're getting in there and getting, you know, getting it into the fold. So that's why I'm doing it like, if you can't tell, I'm not going straight down, kind of going at an angle. So I don't know if that makes sense. So there we go. All right, so I'm going to do all of them and then I'll be back. All right, so I've got all my holes in my signatures and it is time to sew them in. So we are going to use this like white or beige or I don't know what color it is. Got this from Beebeecraft. I'll have the link in my description box so you can check out their page, their site. They've got a lot of stuff, even stuff that it's for jewelry making, but I use it in my journals all the time. Like they have tons of different stuff. So definitely a good website to check out. Okay. All right. So this is like, I don't know, like some kind of hemp cord or something like that. So I figured I'd try it out and see how I feel. I'm going to do the middle one first, just so I kind of have that in. I'm going to do a simple 3-hole stitch. If you've never seen it before, I'm sure I have a better video of how to do it, but you go through the middle, and sometimes my needles are a little bit bigger than normal. So they're sometimes a little bit harder, but yeah. So go through the middle, then go through the top. My needle is very thick. I have another one, but the hole to put the thread into is so small. It's very hard to get these. Even like embroidery thread is a little bit harder to get through there. All right, so then you go through the top, then you go through the bottom. Then you're going to go back through the middle, and you want to go on the opposite side of where this one is at. So we're going to go try to get the needle in to this side, which isn't always that easy. And if you're using like regular thread, you want to make sure that you don't like break the thread because it messes everything up. So, and then if you want your strings on the outside, then just start from the inside and work your way out. So there's that. So that's all in there. Just gonna tighten it up there. Oops, I'm stuck. That's why. I was like, why isn't it coming through? So I'm gonna make sure it's nice and tight there. And then you're going, and it's uneven. That's because I put it through the wrong way. But it's okay. It's not a big deal. You can fix it if you want to. I don't really care. So I know a lot of people say like do right over left and then left over right. I just tie it 3 times and it's fine. 2 would be enough, but I do it 3 times and just call it a day. Now I'm going to leave the strings in here. I'm just going to even it out. The reason I'm going to do that is when I do put it up for sale, I like to leave them on. If you don't want them when you receive it or when you purchase it, you can just cut it down. But I like to leave them in case people want to use them, put jewelry on, dangles, or whatever. So that's in there. It's not moving around or flopping around. Then move on to the next one. So I'm going to sew the other 2 in and then I'll be back. All right, so they are all in and it looks amazing. The colors go really, really well together. This one I was going to say staple. I'm going to get some washi tape. I don't know, I just wanted to add that in there. So that's why I have that in there. But yeah, this looks so good. It looks so good. All the colors just go really well together. And again, I leave these hanging there in case you want to add dangles or beads or anything. That's what those are for. The 3 signatures. Then I'm going to make some cute little jewelry for it. And yeah, so this is what we're looking like. Oops, how about I put you in screen there? Yeah, so this is what we're looking like. Everything is in there nice and tight. There was a page that I was worried about. Yeah, see, this one kind of missed the mark there on the bottom, but it's okay. The top 2 pieces are in there, so it's tight. And that's the last one. Was there another one in the middle here? That's the second. Okay, I think it was just that one, or maybe it was, I guess that was the only one. So it was just that one page that I was kind of worried about it being a little bit too short, but it's in there, it's tight, it's not going anywhere. So it looks good. It looks good so far. Everything is coming along just how I want it. So again, I may put a breastplate on here. I mean, a breastplate, Lord Jesus. Take your breastplate with you everywhere you go, but I meant a book plate. And I have all these cute little like green things, like, so I'll probably put that on there. Maybe I'll put, no, that's too bright. So yeah, I've got all kinds of cute little charms and stuff. So we'll see what I end up putting on there. Got this one. I got the little hooks to go on there as well. So we'll kind of work through it, see what we've got going on. Is this big enough for this one? I've been wanting to use one of these, but it doesn't really match. See, I should have thought about that. I could have put this on there. That would have been cute, but it doesn't really match that, and it's in there, so I can't take that out. I may have another one somewhere, so I'll look around, try and find some other stuff to kind of work with here. But yeah, so I have this little container of doodads. So what I think I want to do though for this one is, this is a little uneven, which no big deal. I think I'm just going to take some washi tape and kind of even it out, kind of, sort of. That makes sense. It's kind of, it's a little thin, isn't it? The washi tape is thin. You can kind of see through. Yeah, so you can kind of see through, and I don't like the way that looks. So maybe not washi tape, maybe some, I don't know. Maybe some lace. Put some lace down. That might look cute. Do something like that. Kind of make it, kind of helps it even it out a little bit. What do you think? I think that looks good. Maybe just add a little bit of lace on there. On the front and the back, like I said, just to kind of, oh, I only got one piece. That might not be enough. Or maybe that'll be just enough, actually. Let's see. Let's see if I cut it in half. Oh, it'll be just enough. So maybe that's what I'll use. I think it's meant to be. So I'll probably do that in the next video. So yeah, so that's what this one is looking like so far. So for now, we're working on the dark green one. I will come back and we'll start to embellish it, add pockets and whatever else we're going to add to it. I like to leave, I think I've said this several times, I like to leave blank pages. So like I may decorate this side, leave this one open, or decorate this side and leave this one blank so that you can write in it if you want to write in it or add things into it as you want. I try to leave it so that you can customize it as much as you want to when you receive it. My next journal that I'm going to start working on, again, I think I said it earlier, is going to be like a cookbook type journal. That one is going to be a little less customizable because I'm going to put as much of, as much into it as I can. And so, yeah, so that's what we're going to be working with. But yeah, this is what we've got so far. 3 signature, nice hard cover, cute little decorative inside cover there or paper there, and I like it. I love it so far. So can't wait to get working on this one. So my next video will be working on putting this one together. And again, got some cool papers in there, some coffee dyed stuff. So yeah, this will be the next one that I start working on. I'm going to do 2 green ones because I couldn't decide. This one's really cute with these 2 papers. I think it's going to look awesome. So yeah, guys, that is it for today. This is a pretty long video, so I don't want to keep you any longer. And again, we will work on this one next video. That is it for today. Be blessed and be the reason someone smiles. Again, don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. Check out my TikTok, my Instagram, my Facebook, my other YouTube channel, my Amazon storefront, Etsy shop, all the good stuff. I've got so much stuff going on and I'm trying to keep up with everything. So that's it, guys. Bye.